Hello, and welcome back to another Bear with me, Bear Elliott. Do you believe in fairies? Now, I spent 7 years working for Mickey and creating fantasies for people and living kind of in a fantasy world where reality and fantasy combined a lot. And that question of, do you believe in fairies? My immediate response is the little chip that's inside my head that Disney implanted in there flicks on and goes, yes, in fact, Tinkerbell is blah, 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 blah. But this was not at a Disney park, nor have I worked for Disney in about 5 years. Well, actually, only 4. It seems so much longer. I miss you, Mickey. Okay, back to reality. But this woman today in reality, outside of the Disney realm, actually approached me and asked that question and was very, very serious. She's like, do you believe in fairies? Now, why people feel this need to bring up these questions to me, I am not 100% sure. Somebody said it's my aura. Well, my aura attracts freaks. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think so. But back to the story at hand. So she was seriously asking me this question. In all honesty, she believes that there are fairies. And I'm like, well, no. Because I go with the philosophy of this, is that the invisible and the non-existent, they share a lot of similarities. And I'm sorry, but I haven't seen a fairy walking around since I worked at Disney. But she seriously believes that fairies exist in her garden and that they've set up camp there and they have a little home. That worries me about this woman's sanity, and I hope that where she works, they provide good mental treatment. She needs it. But she seriously believes in fairies. So that has been on my mind all day, and it made me research about fairies. Did you know that the non-Disney version of fairies are not very nice? You do not want to meet these people. They come from the European folklore, and they originally started out in more of the demon realm of things. They weren't these free, loving, happy little flittering things that went around happy, making you happy and float, and if you think magical thoughts, you float around. They actually are more of the malice and mischievous type. They would cause all kinds of problems all through folklore, and most of the tales talk about how to keep fairies away from you, which it sounds like a good thing. A lot of people don't realize that Maleficent from the Disney movies and folklore, she was a fairy as well. She's actually a fairy that was in a long-term relationship with Satan. That's not a happy fairy if she's dating Satan. Which, could you imagine going out with Satan? That would be so awkward. Would you meet, like, God? That's technically his parent. And wow, talk about awkward Sunday dinners. Ooh, that'd be weird. So yeah, but this woman does believe. And it kind of really makes me think about there are a lot of people that believe in fairies out there and other things that float around. And as a former paranormal investigator, and not former, I guess current, I'm always flip-flopping about what exactly I class myself as. But yeah, I've experienced some weird things, but never think that fairies did it. So yeah, that was my adventure today, and it's just been on my mind, so I wanted to get it out there on the vlog of, do you believe in fairies? Or, I shouldn't say it with my scrunched up voice. Do you believe in fairies? Do you believe in fairies? So, please comment and tell me whether you believe in fairies, and tell me why. Where do fairies in your world react? So, I'm gonna flitter away, and I think I'm gonna go watch Tinkerbell. Because I'm really in the mood to watch a fairy movie. Or maybe Maleficent. I hated that movie. Oh god, I hated that movie. Alright, until tomorrow, bye, Cubland!
I could go out in the darkness, see you calling my name. I hear you shouting, hear you calling, but it's not the same. Every word that you are throwing right into my back doesn't matter to me, cause I'm keeping my track. Let me go, let me go.